welcome to Get Crafty with OPL. I'm Miss Beth, and this is
Mrs. I.
So today we're going to be making clay earrings, and we're really excited. I made some last night that are marbled, and they're really cool. So we're going to try some different techniques, and we're going to show y'all how all of that is done. So we have our clay, we have all different types of colors. We have little cutters, we have our little rolly thingy. We have different things to cut with, we have different types of earring stuff, so we're gonna get started.
Before we get started, I just want to say I'm a big earring fanatic, and you don't know how excited I am. I'm about to make a ton of earrings out of these. So let's do it!
So I'm going to use pink, yellow, gold, and white. I'm so excited.
It's gonna be gorgeous.
I'm gonna do a marbling technique. So I'm just gonna get it kind of softened, because when you first open the package, it can be really hard, and it just needs to be kind of softened up a little bit. I'm trying to get it to be about the same amount of clay. For each color. So I have my little clay balls, and I'm going to roll them out into little clay snakes. And I'm going to try to get it about even. Okay, so now that they're all about the same size, I'm going to put them together, and then I'm going to twist. And I'm going to fold it. I'm going to keep twisting. And I'm going to repeat that over and over. I'm going to roll it into a really big ball. So that's what it's going to look like. So now I'm going to roll it out. And you don't want it too thick, because then it would be heavy and it'd take a really long time to bake. You don't want it to be too thin either, because you don't want it to crack and break if you bake it too long. You want it to be about as even as you can get it. Some really nice gold swirl in there.
I like that. I see. Beautiful. It looks really pretty.
So that is fairly thin. It's a little thinner than the ones that I did yesterday, but I don't think it's too thin. I think it will actually work a little bit better. So I'm going to get my ring cutters out, and I'm going to find my favorite little pretty slice. So I'm going to cut out a big one, and then I'm going to cut out another. I'm actually going to take the rest and I'm going to try to make a little something else out of it because I don't want to waste it. I don't have a very fancy little cutter thing, but for your jump rings, for your earrings, you need a little hole. And you have to do that before it bakes. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little hole in my key ring. And I'm going to do it close enough to the top that the jump ring can get in. And that is... Oops. I broke it. That is this little thing that connects it to your earring or to your keychain, key ring. So it needs to be a good size for that to go through. So I'm just taking these, since these are round, and going in and making a little hole and making sure it's close enough to the top where it'll fit in good, but that it won't, it's not so close that it'll break off as soon as you put it on the jump ring. So done with that one. Yeah. So those are mine done.
See, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, anybody, everyone, this is a really cheap and easy way to make gifts and presents for your loved ones, significant others, your friends, somebody that you got that is like crazy obsessed with earrings, aka me. But yes, this is a really, really fun way to do this. And then you can also do this like with a group of friends if you wanted to. Have like a little party or a little get together and y'all just want to make a ton of things. Like this could be one of the things you guys can make together. For mine, we're going to make some rainbow earrings. I mean, don't mind the paint right here. I did a little something before. So we're going to use this pink, this yellow, this teal color, and then this purple. For kind of pastels. Pastel rainbows, what we're going to go for this. So for this one, like Miss Beth said, whenever you get your clay fresh out the packet like this, it is a little crusty. So you're going to have to knead it some and roll it around, warm it up with your hands to get it really smooth and moldable. I'm going to start by making the cloud first for our earrings. So roll that out. Okay, there's our purple. So let's start with the pink first. Actually, let's start with the purple first so we can see how big our other ones need to be. Now, all I'm doing right now is kind of squishing them together really good so they will stick together when they bake and they won't fall apart. That's all I'm doing right now.
All right, so we're back from the oven. Took a little bit longer than we thought, but that's usual for us.
Heck yeah.
That's to be expected.
Mm-hmm.
So we have our jump rings. We have all different sizes. We have our studs and the backs that go with them. It's raining stuff. And then we have our fishhook earrings. And we have our pliers, and we have our super duper glue. And we have sandpaper, because we're actually going to go around the edges of some of these where it looks a little bit rough. And we're going to smooth it down a little bit. So, first, I'll show you how to do the jump rings for one of these. I'll show you how that's done. So I'm going to take one pair of pliers on one side of the jump ring and the other pair on the other, and go stretch. And I'm going to take put it in one of these and put the other one over here. And then I'm going to grab one side. I grab this side. And grab this side. And make them meet back up. So, there's the start of an earring.
Beautiful.
Nice, nice, nice. And then we'll go ahead and show you how to do stud 2. So I'm going to take the glue, and I'm not going to get it on my hand this time because that hurts. So I'm just going to put it on the metal part, not too much, and then I'm going to put it on the earring, and I'm going to do it mostly towards the top. Because if it was right in the middle, it would look kind of weird when you put it on. And so we'll have to let that dry for a few hours, and we'll show you what we got on the other side. Get some help. The earring, put it on the other side of it. I'm actually, for this one, just going to take one pair of pliers. Boom. And then when you're sanding, you basically just sand until the rough side goes down. Because you don't want to sand it too much and then not have the earring on.